So, when it comes to Kickstarter campaigns, I always miss the most interesting ones, like the one for Sandrock, for example. I don't know if it's a curse or something, but I always find them literally a couple of days too late. Except this time, I happened upon a campaign that started recently and will continue until February 24th. And the good news is, the game in its basic form has already been funded. Hi, it's Leaf, and today we're taking a look at Tales of SEIKYU. Tales of SEIKYU is an open-world, fantasy Japanese life sim, farm sim, adventure game, RPG, you know the drill, set on an island where the yokai live. So we have this kind of rural, traditional Japanese feel with folklore elements, mythical creatures, and so on and so forth. The story takes place in the Showa era, which basically means sometime during the 20th century. We'll be able to grow crops, raise animals, fish, craft, cook, solve puzzles, customize our farm and, most likely, our outfits, fight and find romance. We will also be able to change form and turn into several types of yokai, like a boar or a bird, and this shape-shifting ability will help us with both our chores and exploration. Now, while many of the materials I found about the game refer to our home as just a farmhouse, I did read something about renovating and/or running an inn. And if what we see here is supposed to be our home, well, that's an inn, so there's that. All in all, this game kind of reminds me of Rune Factory 5, especially when it comes to the overall look, the anime-style character design, and the way that everything is in 3D. But it seems it's going to be a bit more focused on the relaxing life sim stuff, and I'm very happy about that. If everything goes well, this game has a chance to include all the elements that I really enjoy, like the fleshed out combat that at the same time is not the main focus of the game, the 3D design which allows full freedom of movement and always makes combat better, an open world, mythology and magic, Asian feel, and I'm always a sucker for that one, and all the cool activities we know and love from cozy farming games. Graphically, the game looks very nice, the environments are beautiful, the decoration design is lovely, characters are cute, this is some very cute, and the animations seem dynamic and quite polished already. Tales of SEIKYU has been in the works since 2021, and it's being developed by the Chinese studio Ace Entertainment. It's not their first Kickstarter campaign, but it's their first successful one. Mind you, their previous unfunded game was a wacky tower defense, so they definitely switched genres. They still made that tower defense game and its sequel, and they have rather good reviews on Steam. But as I mentioned, this time they succeeded and the campaign looks much more promising, especially given the fact that the world is not yet tired of farming sims and the current project was funded in about 12 hours. So, the game is happening, it seems, and as I'm writing this, the female protagonist has just been unlocked as a stretch goal. And this really shouldn't be a stretch goal, but they did try to explain their reasons in the comment section of their campaign, and besides, this is no longer an issue because female protagonist is coming, so there's that at least. But the character customization, which honestly I find almost mandatory in a game like this one, is rather far down the line. If I had any say in this, I would rearrange some of the stretch goals. I would definitely move character customization and kids up on that list. And also, let's be honest, the additional romanceable characters, because, well, there is a fair number of them already, and I already have the one I like. I could always use more, obviously. But with over 30 days more to go, there's still a chance of reaching those stretch goals. I generally feel quite optimistic when I look at that Kickstarter page. The number of backers is steadily growing, which means people are indeed interested in the game. The gameplay presentation looks solid enough, it seems they have quite a bit of work done already. The concept art is lovely, and there are capybaras, and I always wanted one. Anyway, if you haven't heard about this game before, and you think it might be something for you, you can check it out on Steam, Kickstarter, their homepage, or on Discord. Links will be provided below. It is pretty obvious that the feel of this game is heavily inspired by the movies of Hayao Miyazaki, especially Spirited Away, of course. The concept arts for the environments basically look like they were taken straight from those movies, and this art, well, it speaks for itself. We can still call it a shout-out, but the shout-out is a bit too loud, if you ask my opinion. On the other hand, those are just concept arts, and I can't exactly be mad that a game in my favorite genre takes inspiration from one of my favorite movies of all time. So did Stardew Valley, basically lifting a character from House Moving Castle, but it still counts. And so did Spirit Tea with its entire premise. I did back this project, but as always, only time will tell. I hope everything goes well, because those capybaras and this guy. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I see you in the next video. Take care.